primary education plays a very important role in the child. According to me, the primary education starts from home. First, the primary teachers of any child are the parents. So afterwards he goes to school, and then from there he goes to a further maybe to a college or maybe to the university. This is the process in which generally it is said that the child learns maximum at the up to age of 6 years or 8 years. That's why if you see small children, they pick up languages very fast, whereas it becomes very difficult for an adult to pick up a language. Why? Because this is the prime age in which the receptivity of the children are very high. So this formidable years, these initial 6 to 8 years of a child are very important. So what needs to be taught in these formidable years of the child, that is the point of discussion. So what I mentioned are the values which we want to develop from within a child. This is the age in which we should be able to inculcate such values in a child. Say, for example, we celebrate birthdays of children. Suppose on a birthday, if you make a child to plant a sapling in his home and ask him to nurture it, by the time the plant starts growing, every day the child observes, he gives water and he nurtures. In the process, a quality of nurturing develops in the child. That means I should take care of the plant. So when such a child grows up, he always looks at the society, that there is a society like a plant, I am supposed to nurture it, I am supposed to improve it. So this quality automatically is getting imbibed in a child through a process. Like this, the other qualities like love, affection, sympathy, empathy, all these qualities we can imbibe in a child during this primary period, that is up to 8 years or 6 years or 8 years, whatever you say. So the best process is to put it into practice. Make him do certain things so that automatically, without his knowledge, automatically these qualities are getting imbibed in him. So when he grows up, the foundation, this is what is called foundation. If you take a building also, the foundation of a building is very important. Once the foundations are strong, we can build superstructures on it. In the similar fashion, if the foundation of a child in these formidable years of 8 years are strong, then he can become a responsible citizen. So the parents have to realize that these 6 years or 8 years are very important. So at the same time, you can inculcate values, or from externally also you can inculcate values. Suppose say if the parents, the parents in a house gets up at 5 o'clock. So the child also is going to get up with them at 5 o'clock. That means he is starting a life having a discipline. Discipline starts in the child. So sense of importance for time. Suppose if the parents say that, let us say 10 o'clock we have to sit, the parents, they get ready and they come at 10 o'clock, the child also learns that importance of time. So all these things are, we are not teaching them. He is just learning them. He is catching these values from the parents. So similarly in the school also, when the teacher is teaching them, you should be able to see that the child imitates the teacher and gets these values. So this is very important. So the parents and teachers, they should realize that it is not their just duty that I teach this lesson and go away. No. The importance of the teacher, that's what Swami Vivekananda, again I quote, he said, education is not just putting in the mind of a child what is there in the textbook, but it is the total transformation of an individual. That's what he says. The teacher should get down to the level of a student and he should bring him to his level. This is what is the purpose of a teacher. So here the commitment from the parents, the commit from the teachers, and also the best thing is in the way of storytelling. In the way of storytelling, all these values which you expect a child to inculcate in himself, this is best possible by storytelling and also showing people who are practicing these things in the society. Expose the child to the people who are practicing in the society. The best people are the parents. Nowadays, in order to entertain this child, what the parents are doing is they are putting the children before a TV and they are forgetting. But what the child is learning from the TV, that we need to analyze. What is being shown in the televisions? What is being shown in the television serials? What type of values he is going to inculcate in them? This is what we need to think about it. So we need to spend sufficient time with the children. This is very, very important. And also the curriculum also needs to be designed. Curriculum should never be only for passing the examinations. At the moment a child completes his, say, first standard, so as a person, how much he has grown as a person, there should be a calculation. But now unfortunately the education system is, if you get 90 marks in English, if you get good marks in all your examination, they are saying that you are number one top person. They are giving rankings also, or maybe the gradings. But what type of an individual this man has become or this child has become, there is no calculation, there is no this thing. And that's why the way the education is spreading in the society, as I mentioned, the corruption should have come down. At the same time, the crime should have come down. But why? Because if you see, open the newspaper, every day we read the stories of corruption and stories of crime. Lot of cases of cheating. Who are these people? They are all well-educated people. According to you, well-educated people. But according to me, they are well-literate people. They are not well-educated people. Literacy means you know how to read and write. Educated means you know how to behave in the society and what is your value in the society. So let us not get confused literacy with education. So what we need in the schools and colleges is education, not literacy. When we insist on education, then we get the best children in the society. So the primary stage of an individual or a child is very, very important. And as I mentioned, the parents, the teachers, the society, the religion, everyone in the society has a responsibility to see that a child becomes the responsible citizen of the country.